A couple of days ago, I posted a video about how I hurt my back while deadlifting. Today, I went back to the gym and decided to put my low back in peril once again with some heavy squats. But before I get into that, I would like to talk to you about pigeons. In 1947, behavioral psychologist B.F. Skinner posted on the fucking internet? Jesus Christ, Sean. Published a paper entitled Superstition in the Pigeon. To summarize, he got some pigeons really hungry and then he put them for a few minutes a day into a cage that had a feeder that would, at timed intervals, automatically dispense some food to them. What happened that was very interesting was that the birds would start adopting certain behaviors that they seemed to associate with what they were doing when the food initially came. Quote, "One bird was conditioned to turn counterclockwise about the cage, making 2 or 3 turns between reinforcements. Another repeatedly thrust its head into one of the upper corners of the cage. A third developed a tossing response, as if placing its head underneath an invisible bar and lifting it repeatedly." These are all very specific behaviors, and notably, of the 8 pigeons in the study, 6 of them did stuff like this, where they seemed to think that something they did was leading to them being fed, even though, and this is very, very important to remember, nothing they did had anything to do with the feeding intervals. If they had just sat there in the cage doing nothing, the food would have come in the exact same amount at the exact same time. Do you see what I'm getting at here? So with that in mind, here are some shots from me squatting today. 200 pounds on my back for 6 reps, about 77% of my 1 rep max. Now these felt really hard, don't get me wrong, but my low back felt fine. A little stiff, but no pain, and no loss in performance from before I hurt myself. So, what did I do to achieve this miraculous comeback in just a few days? Nothing. Well, sort of nothing. I just didn't let it get in my way. And bear in mind, I was hurting real bad. I remember I turned over in bed when I was going to sleep that night and I whimpered audibly. I'll be honest, it really did feel in the moment like something dramatic had happened. But look at the video again. I hurt myself on that first rep. But if I hadn't shared that with you, you probably wouldn't know. I finished my workout. I walked around. I did household chores. I fed the cats. I went to client sessions. I basically did everything I would have done in the first place. The only change that I made is that I just postponed the next day's workout by 1 day. But what if I had done something? What if I decided to see a physiotherapist or a chiropractor or a massage therapist or an acupuncturist? They might have given me some exercises, told me to avoid some exercises, stuck some needles in me, cracked my back. And I probably would have felt exactly the same as I do right now. Except now I would have had a reason to attribute feeling better today to something that the physio did, or the chiro did, or the acupuncturist did, or the massage therapist did. I would have been exactly like those pigeons. My intention with this video isn't to make anybody feel foolish for seeking help when they're in pain. Instead, I hope that this empowers you to realize that pain does not necessarily mean harm. If you give yourself a chance to be resilient, you might just turn out to be. Thanks for watching. Links below if you're interested in coaching or just saying hi, and go get friggin' strong.